With so many models of tents available these days, it can be a little confusing knowing which one is right for you. Given your intended use, you're going to need to make a weight, warmth, comfort and durability compromise. If you're after the absolute lightest option possible, you may wish to check out the bivy bags or flies, which typically range from a couple 100 grams to half a kilo in weight. When strong rain or wind isn't expected on a high alpine excursion, or you're camping underneath a bush canopy, these can be a great option. The obvious downsides to these systems beyond having to carry a separate ground sheet in some cases is a fly isn't as warm or comfortable as a tent, as you don't have your breathing and body heat trapped to help raise the ambient air temperature a little, but for most summer trips, warmth isn't a major issue. And of course, a fly or bivy bag lets the insects in. However, a bivy bag used in a sheltered situation is actually warmer than most tents because there's less trapped air to heat up. The downside is condensation, and you'll want to air out that bag after each night or it'll get damper and damper. MSR's new Pyramid Fly and Bug-Proof Inner is designed to give you the light weight of a fly, but with most of the advantages of a tent. Stepping up to tents, the next logical option to consider is the lightweight two-season tents, which are designed to be used for summer and the shoulder seasons where appropriate, i.e. the better parts of spring and autumn. However, most of us would have experienced New Zealand's extremely variable mountain weather when you can get all 4 seasons in just one summer's day, so it pays to exercise care here. Then can these types of tents be used year-round? There's no clear-cut answer, but from our own experience, yes they can if you're smart about picking your campsite to manage the wind, but we wouldn't recommend them as a bomb-proof winter and all-weather tent. They're also intentionally more breathable and will get far less condensation than the all-season models. Aside from those really windy downdraft scenarios, the new 2-person MSR Freelight weighing a mere 0.91 kilos is a great option to consider for lightweight adventures. 3-season tents, as their name suggests, are designed to be used across all of summer and the shoulder seasons, spring and autumn. These tents are more robust than the 2-season models, and as long as they're used and pitched sensibly, you'll be able to use them year-round. For the vast majority of outdoors people, this is the tent we'd recommend, as we feel it's the best compromise of weight versus durability. Specifically something like the new MSR Hubba Hubba, which weighs only 1.3 kilos for the 2-person. If you want to own one bomb-proof tent for all season use, then you'll need to look at the 4-season models. These are typically warmer for those cold winter nights and strong enough to withstand an overnight snow loading. The trade-off of course is they're heavier than the other options. The 4-season models are what we tend to opt for, and we've had faultless use out of the MSR Access tents, which weigh in at 1.86 kilos for the 2-person model. But still, no matter what tent you decide to go with, selecting a correct campsite is essential. Obviously it wants to be flat so it's comfortable, but you need to think how wet that spot will become if it rains and where the water will channel. Ideally, a sudden change in contour will provide shelter from the main wind direction, but you don't want to be camped in a potential big downdraft situation, such as beneath a large vertical rock face, as it has a habit of flattening even the toughest of tents. If you want to check out any of these tent models for yourself, head on down to your local store and have a chat with the camping expert to figure out what's best for you.